to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As always, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day, and you just never know, so having that notification bell turned on and turning it on to all really goes a long way in ensuring that you'll receive all notifications for my videos, and especially with like all the giveaways coming up, you guys are really going to want to have that bell turned on, and you just go up here and select the bell on that one, not the one down here, and then you can turn it on all that way. So this video shout out is going to be a little bit of an odd one compared to normal because I'm not actually saying the girl's name, but she knows who she is. So today was really crazy. I had to call my bank back in Canada, and so it's not calling like the actual branch, you know, you're calling the telecommunication center for it. And so when I got on the phone, I had a 23-minute wait, but then my phone call with her ended up being an hour and 20 minutes because we started kind of talking a little bit, and then it was so crazy because we would just say something a little bit personal, and then before we knew it, we had so much in common, and it turned into like this long girlfriend talk on the phone. It was crazy. So it turns out that she's from the same small hometown as I am, which is Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. And first of all, that's insane. That is population. It has now grown to 75,000 people in that city. And she left when she was a teenager, an early teenager. So, I mean, it has grown a lot, believe it or not, with that low of a population. And it turns out that not only was she from my hometown, she used to ride horses right across from my house, which is where I started horseback riding. So at one point she was riding and I was right across the river. It's like a little river that separates that horse stable from my parents' house and their rescue farm. So she could have been riding horses and I was home. I could have been riding horses and she could have been around. Like, it is nuts. And then we started talking about competing, and she knew the Trillium and A circuit that I competed on. She told me what city she moved to from my hometown, and it's so funny because I was like, oh, no way! I know so many people who left the Sioux to go to this same city. I don't want to give away information, and they wanted to attend the university there. Like, it was a really popular university with my hometown. There were a handful. This isn't the only one, so it's not a dead giveaway. There are quite a few that people gravitate towards, but this is one of them. The city that she's living in is absolutely a city that people want to gravitate towards because it is beautiful. It is not small-minded like my hometown can be, and it's just a very different experience. You get kind of like a big city vibe, but like this really nice ritzy area, and it's a college town. I mean, we go by universities and colleges. There's a difference in Canada compared to the US where everybody just kind of calls university college. So it's a university town. And I mean, we just, so much came up. I mean, she was a vegetarian at one point, and there's parts that she still can't eat, even though she can eat some meat. And I've been a vegetarian for 22 years. Like, it was just non-stop. She's huge into beauty and skincare. Like, it was crazy. So my quick call to the bank to find out some information, it turned into a crazy friendship, and it was amazing. So I wanted to give her a shout out because she's going to be checking out my channel and watching this video, and I just thought that that was so cool. So welcome to the Fawn family, Fawn squad, Fawn community. It is so awesome. I'm so excited that we met over the phone today. I'm so happy you're the one who picked up the phone. You're the biggest sweetheart. I loved all of our little back and forth talking about the differences with Canada and the US, terminology, I mean, spelling, the Z versus the Z, like everything. It was just such an amazing conversation, and I adore you. I love you already, and Kurt and I are like, she would be awesome to hang out with because you just would be awesome. So big warm welcome to the girl who answered the phone today. Sending you a long distance hug. All right, now this video is on a lot of goodies from NYX. I am so excited about this palette. I swatched out all 40 shades, which nearly just, it was a lot. It was a lot, but these are stunning. I picked up 6 of their new foil play pigments. These are incredible, and I picked up 3 of their foil play cream shadows, as well as 4 of their slip tease lip lacquers that I have not yet tried. I'm going to do that right after filming this intro. I'll put that at the end of the video with a little lip swatch demo. So I can talk about the eye products from NYX, and they are so good. I mean, this is created from NYX. Yes, go NYX. The pigmentation, okay, this palette opens up so easily, so you don't need to worry. I say that, oh, it's already open. Okay, that's all you do is pop that button and it just pops open. It's obviously lacking a mirror, but for the price point, that's expected. The only issue I have is the fact that it does not fold over because it is such a large palette. Like, this is kind of a Natasha Denona layout and quantity, so hers fold over and this is just really big to not fold over. But I mean, I can so look past that because the quality of these shadows is so incredible. Wait till you see the swatches. They are so vibrant and pigmented. These are so creamy and smooth. They blend out effortlessly. They build up in intensity so easily. You can have a nice light wash of color, or you can really build and build and build. There is next to no fallout, which is crazy. Pretty much the only fallout I had to wipe away was from the pigment, and the pigment I did not mix in a mixing medium the way I generally do with my pigments because I think NYX has one. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a massive NYX box of items that I have to do a full face on, and there was no way I was going to be able to go through like 200 products to try to find if I have the mixing gel or if they make one, but I do think they make one. I usually use Inglot's Duraline and it is so good, but I wanted to show you guys that you can still use a pigment just by wetting your brush, and you do have to wet your brush to pick it up and have it, you know, work well, but you just have to wet it. You don't need a mixing medium. But a mixing medium will definitely help with a smoother application. It can intensify it even more. It really gives it an extra kick. So investing in a mixing medium, if you use pigments, will be so worth your while, and you will love the result of a mixing medium and a pigment. Like, it's so good. But I did use this look just with wetting the brush, and it's just, these products are so high end. I mean, NYX has always been fantastic. They're an affordable drugstore brand, and they are just stepping it up more and more and more. And I'm really blown away by this palette. The shade selection is just, I mean, look at this. You have everything that you need. And you have cool tones, warm tones, pops of color. You have everything you need. This is a year-round palette. It is all-encompassing. You do not need to reach for anything else. I'd recommend swatching some because, like, this is a very cool toned brown, but it doesn't appear like it might be cool toned. So it's always a good idea with any eyeshadow palette to swatch it out. I've talked to you guys about that before, that I think it's much more indicative of the color for what you swatch versus what you see in the pan. And I mean, that's not a NYX thing, that's like an every company thing. But these, I cannot get over the smoothness. There's no patchiness, there's no fallout, how it builds, how it blends, how they blend into one another, the staying power, because this has been on me for hours now. It's just, these are so beautiful to work with. I think everybody should have this palette. I mean, unless you really don't ever go out into a different realm for a color story. Obviously it wouldn't be worth your while if you're never gonna play with color, but if you're like me and you like to dabble, or you want to be able to add a pop of color on your lower lash line or anything, the transition shades, the metallics, it is just beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about the formula, anything, just the packaging. And even then, it's fine. It's NYX, you know, that's not even a big deal. Then these pigments, I picked up 6 and I swatch out all 6. These are so special. They are blinding and intense, and the beauty in them, it's just amazing. I ended up using French Macaron, not macaroon, over my lid today, but I mean, I looked at this lime green and I'm like, I want to use that. Like, I so wanted to use this. But then when I started swatching out everything, I'm like, I want to work with like a blue color story from the mattes, and then this won't work. And there was so much going on because there was so much deliciousness in all of these colors. I had the hardest time trying to just decide on a color story because like the green is insanely beautiful. This gold, oh, does it pack a punch. This hot pink is stunning, and then this burgundy has gold in it. This is going to be spot on for fall, winter. It is delicious, and these are beautiful. And then the creams, I picked up 3 shades, and I used Beauty Buzz to cut my crease. I thought, let me see if I can cut it with the cream instead of cutting it with concealer. And then on top of that, this will add even more of a base and give even more of a crazy payoff, even though it was so not needed. You'll see with the swatches. And it did work out really well. It went over top of the powder, no problem. It cleaned up everything really nicely. It provided an amazing base for the shadow. So the only thing with this is you do need to work it a little bit. The cream gets a little bit chunky on the lid initially, but as you keep blending and smoothing it, and you just use any kind of, you know, synthetic brush, it completely smooths out. So it's just, I mean, if you're doing it with concealer, when you're cutting your crease, you do it little by little by little too. It's really nothing that's a pain in the butt or that you have to go out of your way for. You just have to blend it until it smooths out, and then once it smooths out, it stays smooth and blinding and just beautiful. So I highly recommend all of these products, and then I will let you know about the lips when we get to the lip segment. But oh my gosh, just wait for the swatches. They are so good. So if you guys want to see the swatches, see how to get this eye look, see everything in action, then just keep on watching. All right, I have so many new goodies from NYX. I am so excited. This looks amazing. Like, this to me is the most exciting release that NYX has ever done. You get 40 shadows in this palette. It is the Swear By It palette, and when they dropped this, I was like, what? Yes! I'm so excited. I know a lot of you guys were hoping I would review it, and I couldn't pass this baby up. It definitely gives Natasha Denona big boy vibes with this. I love it, except this is actually more versatile than Natasha Denona because those ones are broken up by like the purple blue and the blue green. So this has a little bit of everything, which is so fantastic. And 40 shades? Are you kidding me? There's mattes, there's metallics, it looks like there's satins. Like, this is amazing. I'm dreading going through all these swatches like you have no idea. It's so many. I'm gonna be swiping, wiping, swiping, wiping, but you know, we're gonna get through it. And then I also have some more goodies. So I have some Pigments. They're Slip Tease lip lacquers, and what are these little guys called? Foil Play Cream Eyeshadow. So I did pick up 3 shades of these guys. How pretty. I'm not even gonna know what to try. I'm gonna swatch all of this, but I'm not gonna know what to even do. Look at these pigments. The lip lacquers, I didn't realize had such a stupid packaging on them, and Kurt isn't home right now and I cannot get into them. So he'll be home before I'm done filming for the day, so I'll insert lip swatches at the end. I picked up 4 shades of this lip tease, but look at these 6 pigments. Like, these are just, like, I want to play with this. Like, whoa. And then I had to get some, like, really pretty looking colors too. Look at this green. But that, like, lime green, neon green. I don't think I've ever put something that color on my lid before. And then there's, like, this mauvey golden. I'm dying. This is reminding me of an Inglot pigment color, big time. And then these other guys are just, like, seriously, look at the vibrancy in this fuchsia. And then this is like a really nice mauvey brown. I have no idea what we're going to do. I'm trying to think, like, maybe mattes for transition and then playing with either a pigment or one of these foil creams for a primary lid color. I don't know. It's too many good things. And I'm going to be doing a full face of NYX hopefully when I get back from BeautyCon. I've been saying that for a year. But, like, I really want to do it. There's just so many releases all the time, but I do have some full faces planned for you guys too. So I'm going to start swatching this bad boy out, and I will be right back. Wow, you guys, I am blown away. Instead of swatching row by row, I did column by column. So I have the first 3 columns on my forearm right now. I'm going to show it to you guys, wipe it off, and continue swatching. But these are so creamy. Literally the creamiest NYX eyeshadows I have ever felt. These are incredible. They're going to perform so well. I'm shook. I don't say shook very often, but I'm shooketh at these. Like, oh my gosh. Look how beautiful. These mattes are swatching so beautifully. These foiled metallic shadows are just spectacular. This guy over here, the shimmer, the glitter flecks in this are unbelievable. And these matte shades are just so pigmented, so creamy. I am blown away. And I'm only 3 out of 8 columns in. All right, here are the next 3 columns, 4th column, 5th column, and 6th column. Guys, this gold, this green, this golden mauve undertone brownish shade. I mean, even this cool tone brown. Look at the orange, look at the yellow, this vibrancy. You know, NYX can get the greens right. I mean, this is amazing. I want to use so many colors. This is ridiculous. This is such a home run. Like, everybody needs this palette. It is spectacular. All right, 2 more rows to go, 6 pigments and 3 cream, oh my goodness, 3 cream foils to go. I'm going to show you these creams first. That way I can wipe my hand and I don't get it all over the chair. Look at the intensity in these creams. Putting this down as a base to an eyeshadow is going to be spectacular. So that first gold is Steal Your Man, this guy. And guys, that could double for a highlight dupe for the Fenty Trophy Wife. If you guys couldn't pick it up, but you wanted that gold, all my chocolate fawns out there, I really think that this could double as a highlight. Then this shade, I think that could double as a highlight for fair skin tones. That is called Beauty Buzz, and these are called Foil Play Cream Eyeshadows. Just look at that. And then the pink is Smart Mouth. All right, so I started swatching these bluish greens, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to use some of these colors. Like, holy cow. And then I continued swatching. This duochrome shade is amazing that it's in this NYX palette because this is in really high-end palettes. It's in a Natasha Denona, it's in Marc Jacobs. it's in Kat Von D, it's in so many different shadows or brands, so that's awesome that you get this shade in this palette. But then I got down to the Foil Play Pigments, and these have blown me away. So first up we have Happy Hippie. That's that fluorescent green looking one. Oh my gosh. Then this forest green with gold fleck is called Hunty. I mean, these are pure perfection. I gagged when I swatched that. I was like, oh, what? And that one is called French Macaron. Not macaroon, macaron. All right. The next one is called Red Armor. This one is a beautiful brick red with gold sparkle. Oh my gosh, for fall, winter. So good. This gold one is just on another level. That's called Pop Quiz. These two are just so blinding and in your face. And then the hot pink, I'm also dying over. It's kind of a satin. I wouldn't really call that one foil, even though it's still in the Foil Play cream pigment. These are not actually like cream. The other three swatches I just showed you are like flat out cream. So just be aware of that. But this shade's called Booming, and I think it's so beautiful. I'm really at a crossroads right now with what to do. I'm having a hard time. So I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes, try to figure it out, and I will be right back. All right, I'm thinking of doing like a bluish transitional area and then trying to lay down the cream. I was trying to cut the crease today to see if this works, and then putting this foil on top, possibly putting down one of the other ones, one of these metallics, and then popping the foil on as a halo or inner corner. I'm not really sure, but I think that's the color scheme I will go with today. There's way too many amazing choices. I really am just like, what? So I'm gonna start with my Carity E31 and hold that thought. All right, I think I'm gonna start with this shade first to put that everywhere. Not much kick up at all. This is a really big palette, and it's easy to hit things because it doesn't fold over, so be mindful of the size too. And my brows are a disaster. I did not realize they were so out of control. So please ignore that. That first shade built up so nicely, and you can build up the intensity. It's super smooth, not patchy at all. Really great transition shade. And my brows, I didn't realize were so bad. I actually haven't filmed in a couple of days. Luby regressed a little bit with his blood work, and he's on new medication, so I've just been with Luby. So I haven't actually like looked at my brows, because when I go to the vet and I do all that, I don't put makeup on, you know, I just go. And they are so growing out so much lower than I even remember my brows growing. I don't know. So now I'm just going to take this Tarte Fluffy blending brush, and we're going to go into this beautiful blue. I cannot wait to get that on my eyes. I think it's a little bit more of a satin finish, but it's matte enough, and I don't mind having a little bit of satin in the crease. Damn, you guys, this blue though. Wow, NYX killed it. I decided I want that everywhere, so we just covered up that mauve because, whoa, look at this color. Now taking this Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, I'm going to go into that dark blue. Now taking my Marc Jacobs the crease brush, I'm going to stick in that dark blue that we just used, but really focus that in the crease. Now I just want to bring back a little bit more of that really bright blue because we lost it a little bit with all that blending, but that dark blue is good. I'm just going to take this MAC 221 and go back into our bright bluish turquoisey beautifulness. All right, now I'm going to try to cut the crease with the Foil Play Cream Eyeshadow in Beauty Buzz. I don't know if this is going to work or be a horrible idea or what, but we will see. I'm going to be using my Esom W21 brush. You can use any synthetic brush. Okay, so it doesn't really pick it up being delicate with it. So you have to kind of go in. Okay, this is not really working how I want it to. I'm just going to scoop some out and put it on my hand. And then try to work with it from my hand. This might be a really bad idea. I'm a little bit scared now. But here we go. Wow. This is amazing. The only thing is that it is a little bit chunky at first, so you just need to take your time blending. But aside from that, once you blend it out, holy impact. Wow. All right, when you use pigments, you can use a mixing medium. Inglot makes a really great one. You can just fix plus it, dampen it, but you don't really want to go in with a pigment dry. You'll have more issues, but mixing mediums are really great. I don't know if NYX makes a mixing medium now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. So for today, I won't use a mixing medium because I like to use my Inglot one, but I know not everybody has that. So I'm going to just wet my brush so we can see how this works. So I'm just gonna dump some in the cap. Take my MAC 242. You have to pre-dampen it, yeah. A mixing medium is really your best bet when it comes to these kind of pigments. You'll just get a smoother finish. Wow, you guys, this is just getting more and more intense and foiled, and holy cow. And taking my Esom T37, I'm gonna go back into our dark blue and put that on the outer corners. And now going back in with my MAC 221 into this baby, I'm just gonna blend out these edges. All right, this is going to like really just be intense, but that's okay. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Eyeliner in I'm Half Mermaid and pop some of this beautiful blue on. Now I'm going to take the LA Splash Diamond Eyeliner in Pink Sparkles and add that as well. I'm being super extra. You do not need to do all of this. Ooh, I have not used her in a long time. It's all frayed. Awesome. Alright, so I finished up my face and I tested out quite a few products. I actually ended up having to wipe away all of my face base because I was so not happy with how it looked or felt, and then I had to redo it. But I did film all of the stuff that went down that I didn't like, and then I just took it off and then reapplied my makeup. And here we are. So, well, then I tested out things that I actually liked, so it's on my face now. So, okay, first I tested out the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. They sent me light beige. It's actually not the color that I purchased, so I need to send it back and get my right shade. This is so dark. I tested it out for the formula's sake, and the formula seems to be really beautiful. Super opaque, pigmented, creamy, blended out beautifully and just melted into the skin. Like, this was really nice, but not my shade at all. And then what I really didn't like that actually made me have to take off my makeup is the new Huda Beauty release. And I am such a Huda Beauty fan, and the brush is just not good. And this baking powder is so excessively drying. It created so many fine lines and like crepiness under my eye. It was just non-stop wrinkles and creasing and dried out and crepey looking. It was so bad. And I followed the instructions, so I baked like my smile lines, my chin, you know, a little bit on my forehead, down my nose. I wanted to test this out thoroughly, and it's not the concealer, because where I put it around my smile lines, which is where concealer never touched, it felt like this sucked the life out of me. It is so dry, and it felt awful. It looked dry and crepey, and it just felt dry and tight. Like, I tried to douse my face with Fix Plus to see if I could bring moisture back, and it was just really powder. It was bad. It was so bad. This is going back. I'm not even giving it another chance. It's done. It's done. Once I felt how it felt just over foundation, done. So then I wiped everything off. And then I put on my Dior Face and Body Foundation in the shade 1.5. That's the first time I'm using that shade, and it is a little peachy. I'm not finding my perfect shade in this foundation, but it is a very close shade match, and I'm happy with it. I don't feel like it's really off. It's just a little peachier than it is totally neutral, but it's a good shade. And I used my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. I wanted to test out the Lancome one today again now that it was on its own, but I had gone through so much with already having to take my makeup off, where I know the Estee Lauder performs well, so I'll try out the Lancome one next time. I went through 45 minutes for nothing. It took me an hour to swatch out everything, and then, you know, all the cleaning and re-swatching, and I mean, I am like an hour and a half into like this video or videos where things weren't working or just ate up a lot of time, and it's like 8 p.m. now, so I wasn't testing out a new concealer. But what is amazing that I tested out are the new launches from Catrice. The bronzer and blush palette, I used this blush, but just a hint of it, because with this kind of a blue eye look, I would want more of a nude to mauve blush, but a light hand of that was beautiful. This blush is radiant and peachy. Like, I'm dying to test that out. The bronzers I swatched in that video, but they're too warm for me. I like a cool toned bronzer, so I didn't use these bronzers. I used that highlight under my brow bone, inner corner, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and as the spotlight. But then I also tested out the highlighter palette, swatched all these out. I laid a base of the rose gold down and it was beautiful. And I swatched out the eyeshadow palette, and even though I couldn't use the palette, I actually used that shade as my contour, and it is really nice. Like, that shade needs to be in the bronzer and blush palette. I don't know why there isn't a cool tone. I mean, I guess it is called bronzer and blush. It's not called bronzer and contour, but it has that you can contour with it as an image. So it still is advertising as a contour palette too, but that shade is perfection for cool contour for fair, well, light and fair skin, because I'm light. I feel like I'm fair, but foundations tell me that I'm light and not fair. So I don't know, but if you guys are looking for, you know, a nice palette for contour too, I'd get this eyeshadow palette. It's really good. And right now I have the Catrice Prisma Lip Glaze in Princess Peach on. This is so comfortable and nourishing. It's not gloppy. This is a really beautiful gloss too. So definitely big win from Catrice all around. I just realized I should show you guys, this opens up so easily, so it's not bad for long nails or anything. So that is a really good feature about this palette as well. Dropping brushes. All right, taking my Wayne Goss number 20, I'm gonna start with that mauve color and smoke it beneath the lower lash line. Now taking my MAC 212, I'm going to go into the dark blue and get that nice and tight to the lower lash line. Now taking my Luxie 111, I'm going to go into that beautiful blue and start blending. All right, I just took my Wayne Goss number 4 brush that was clean, just to kind of blend this and clean it up a little bit. You can do that with like any kind of fluffy brush, and then you can see it picks up a little bit of the excess powder. Okay, the only issue I'm having with this cream base is that I cannot get the inner corners of my lashes to stay down. I have glued them 3 times and they won't adhere. So I would recommend, after you put your eyeliner on, setting it with a powder. That might give it a little bit more of a base to grab to, because just putting it onto the eyeliner is not working at all. All right, so now I'm going to take the Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off eyeliner in I'm Half Mermaid. Put this on the inner lower lash line and then the LA Girl over top of it. Alright, we have a Romeo that has decided to join us. I know, he's just loving being a little heartbreaker. I know. He wants to be the star of YouTube. And I mean, he's handsome enough. I think he should be. Alright, so I do have 4 of the shades of the new NYX Sleep. Can you tell I want to go to sleep? Slip a Tease Lip Lacquer Full Color. I don't think it says anything else on here. Yeah, it does not. So I don't even know whether to expect a liquid lip, a gloss. I have no idea. But I have Rosy Outlook, Let's Get Physical, Strawberry Whip, and Decadent. So I'll save maybe the other, yeah, this one will probably be the least flattering with the eye look, so we're gonna get this one out of the way. So we're gonna start with Rosy Outlook, and this is beautiful too. Like, this packaging is very sleek and just stunning. NYX is killing it. Ooh, that's a nice doe foot. This smells like after 8, like those minty chocolate. Oh, my mouth is watering. I love those so much, and I'm so hungry right now. I need to go eat as soon as I'm done filming. But this smells like an after 8. What are those? Oh my god, so good. Whoa, hello color. Wow, that is amazing. I haven't even touched my upper lip. I just put it on my lower lip, pursed my lips together, and that is full on opacity. That pigment is unreal. You cannot see your lips or anything. Whoa. This is very comfortable too. It's not gloss, it's kind of like a lipstick, but in a gloss form. This is so comfortable. It's just, you don't really have glosses that are like this bam intense. I have no idea what this formula is supposed to be, but it's not drying. It is crazy pigmented. That went on so easily. Wow, all right. Winner, for sure. On to the next. I think that these are going to have really good staying power because that did not wipe away. Like, it wasn't difficult like a liquid lip, but I mean, it was there. So for whatever formula this is a bomb. So now I'm going to put on Strawberry Whip. I wish I could get a little bit closer to the mirror, but this little handsome man isn't gonna let mom. No. You guys, I cannot get over the opacity. You don't even need to touch your upper lip. You only need to apply it to your lower lip and purse and you are done. I don't understand this formula. It is so amazing. This is so good. I cannot recommend them enough. These are so comfortable and so richly pigmented. Okay, now I'm going to put on Let's Get Physical. I can't get over these colors. They're just so opaque. This is amazing. This is so beautiful. Can I get 5? This is so amazing. I wasn't expecting to be like this blown away. It's just, this is other level. All right, one more to go. And the last shade that I picked up is Decadent. I mean, we essentially went darkest to lightest, and this is covering up any kind of stain that was left on my lips from the other shades. I think this nude is more of a peachy nude for the difference. The other one is just more of your like straight up nude. This one definitely has more of a peachy undertone in it, and it's so beautiful too. Whoa. My mirror almost just dropped. Okay, let's try this again. What are you doing, Rome? He does not want me to finish this one. They're so good. I can recommend this entire new launch. Everything is just superb. I'm really blown away. So that does it for this video. Please thumbs it up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, oh, excuse me, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.